I really want to get Moriarty done tonight. Tonight before maintenance. So I'm gonna run this because I don't want to fuck up. What's up, everybody? Just chilling before maintenance. I'm gonna wake up in the morning and I'm gonna be really disappointed about the interludes, dude.
King. ここに我が宿業を解き放とう。神と人の子として罰を見るがこれが公開だ。パシパタ。星は祝しそれか。創世滅亡輪。前世なる者には生。
Alright, pause. Mute that. Dude, this comp, like very rarely, it can, if I'm very unlucky, it can actually fuck up. If I generate 0 stars with Nobu's NP, I actually can fuck this comp up. I actually need 10 stars. Because Moriarty needs to pop his second skill. They watched your GSLR video about you. No, I haven't. But Moriarty's almost bond 10, so I want to get him bond 10 before maintenance happens on JP. And then after that, we're gonna, right before maintenance, we're gonna switch over to my room and go switch the story. That way it won't kick me out. Dude, I want to see more of the weed. Honestly, I want to see more of the weed blend videos. I really want to see him butcher more characters, dude. I need to do my last. I also need to do my last fever ticket. I need 2 more chapters of Lost Belt too. Two hours. Well, actually less than 2 hours, about an hour and 40 minutes. Also, I got my 1700 day login streak working. Or my not login streak, login day. So I got the bonus. I got my 30 Saint Quartz. Now they should make it 50 Saint Quartz, Keppa. Give me more Saint Quartz. But I just finished chapter 15 of Lost Belt 2, like the reading of it. So I'm almost done. I'm very close. And then tomorrow probably during stream we can start Lost Belt 3 prologue. So that'll take a while. Dude, the prologue of Lost Belt 3 is so long because they have to go to the, you know, they meet Shion, blah blah blah. I'm not gonna put you out of the bush. Beat the raider on the bush, dude. We know who Shion is. Oof, dude, you need like 200 mil, I believe, to beat the story. Hey Tom, if you want to afford it, you can get, unless you're using an emulator all the time, for a phone, a Razer ROG phone can run FGO in 60 FPS. It can take advantage of the bug in the engine. There's actually a bug in the engine to enable 60 FPS if you're so interested. And if you're willing to pay $1,600, no, not 16, $1,000 for a phone. The Razer ROG phone has a way of modifying the screen refresh rate in like in the menu, and by doing that, you can actually there's a bug they can enable 60 FPS that way through the refresh rate. So if you really want to be even more smooth, that Razer phone, I know. No, the ROG phone, the Asus ROG. They're coming out with a new model next month, but there is a way. So basically, how the game calculates FPS is that default's at 30. So you run the game at 60 hertz for your settings. 60 hertz is the refresh rate, so it refreshes 60 times. And then when you do that, change the refresh rate to 120 hertz. FGO will actually is it not out? ROG Phone 3 will be out next month. The new phone. ROG Phone 2 is out. If you really want to get it, that works. But it's going to use a new processor and new graphics GPU as well. So it's going to be even better. Especially if you want to use like servants with demanding NPs like Yang, or you know, to have their NPs a lot more smooth. No, wait for the new one. Yeah. The ROG Phone 3 comes out next month, or September. Nobody's sure yet. Are you getting it? Yeah, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna pick it up. It'll cost around $1,000, but it's good. It's like probably the most high-end gaming phone, which is, and it has two USB-C ports. So you don't need a dumbass adapter. You can just hook it up right to your capture card. Or like, if you really wanted to, you can also put in your headphones. But just put on the jack, like the headphone adapter thing, and you can charge at the same time. Look at that. That's fucking genius. But make sure you put 2 in and ask how many you want for a discount. Yeah, too bad there's no. Yeah, the only thing that sucks is that take out the headphone jack in the third and the ROG Phone 3. But that's not like all terrible. I can stop relying on these adapters, and I can run the game in 60 FPS without. So this is a way of running the game in 60 FPS without modifying the APK itself. So it's the safe way. You won't get banned this way for enabling 60 FPS, which is why I definitely want to get it next month when it comes out. and it's coming with a with an overclocked version of the Snapdragon 865 processor. So it actually runs a little bit better than most CPUs, than most of the modern CPUs, because it has a slightly faster clock rate. Yeah, you can do that, or use an emulator. Yeah, you can. But if you really wanted to run on real hardware, you can use an emulator, and the emulator does the exact same thing. When you actually run it in 60 FPS and enable high frame rates after, it actually does the same thing, pretty much. It just changes the refresh rate, which changes the frame rate in the engine, because the engine, that's how the engine calculates it. So if you do have an ROG phone, what's up, Sydney? So if you do end up with an ROG phone, you can run 60 FPS. And I really like the ROG phone because it tells you, like, specifically, it tells you a lot of statistics about the game you're running, like the GPU, the CPU usage, and the RAM being used as well. And the FPS, not RAM, but FPS. RAM you can easily find though, it's not that bad. If you can easily find the RAM usage in the settings on Android. Can you pre-order it now? No, it hasn't even been announced yet, but it's been leaked from many different certification websites in China, and as well as some Chinese person showing it off. But my guess is that the cheapest one will be like $900. But if I'm playing FGO, that would probably be like the phone. I'm definitely gonna use that phone because as well as they make it very easy to do streaming with it. Probably the best gaming, like high-end gaming phone though. Better than iPhone, dude. I feel like the Asus phone, if you're really going for like a high-end like gaming performance phone, it's the best out of every single one I've seen. Out of because they have like specific apps that are like designed for gaming that are better than like, and as well as Asus, it's a reputable company other than a lot of these Chinese companies. You know, sure you get like a phone that's like $600, but they're not. You know, the problem is that if there's a software problem, these companies aren't going to support the product, or you won't get like that, or like the warranties are going to be fucking weird. It's like, as if you're dealing with Asus, you're dealing with a well-known brand and not something like, you know, Red Magic, you know, by this random ass company in China. Even though the charging on that's fucking insane, I'm afraid though with the charging that powerful, it's gonna break the phone. It's gonna kill the battery. And then like, and that type of phone, it's harder to get repaired, dude, because nobody knows about it, because it's some random Chinese phone. Like stuff like the iPhone and like, you know, Samsung and flagship phones, they'll know. Well, how powerful is it? It's pretty powerful. So the thing with like most Qualcomm processors is that they're pretty much like equal, but like the thing that kind of sets them apart is the hardware, because the manufacturer has access to system level permissions for system level applications that you cannot put in an app store. They just won't work. What's up, Squallion? Kenny Hart. What's up, Squallion? But it's because of the Android's very strict on permissions. But so one thing you couldn't do is you couldn't actually see like what's the process, what is the game actually using, what type, like how much CPU is it, how much GPU, and so how much frames per second. You can't even check frames per second very easily on your phone, like stuff like that. You cannot see it in game very easily because of Android, just how the way it's set up. But it's pretty much going to be the most powerful smartphone on the pretty much out there when it comes out. Dude, you know it's fucking crazy when the company is offering a 16GB RAM phone. That's like the max one. I think the minimum's gonna be like 8GB. This is all you really need, because FGO takes that max 2 gigs of RAM. The fly in China's the one, dude. They have like the cheap 10-cent ones. Oh yeah, but keep in mind though, like some networks don't work on that phone. Verizon and then Sprint do not work. I have to check it out. They'll probably put like a disclaimer that which networks won't work. So it might be the same, it might not be for global. I have no idea. But I'm just gonna buy the global one. I don't want to have the words 10-cent games on the back of my fucking phone. That's disgusting. I have T-Mobile, I'm fine. All right. America's fastest 5G network. But yeah, if I had to recommend a phone, like if you really wanted like a high-end phone for like FGO to deal with their shitty fucking code, it'd probably be that. Like it'll come out next month. I want to finish up Moriarty tonight though, so. How far is he? He needs about 20,000 more bond before he's maxed. Before he's bond 10. I'm relying on no. Okay, so it's very there's this. So this comp I'm bringing, it's very reliant on Nobu getting at least like one card, 1 star. Like I had actually one run happen where Nobu didn't actually get any stars, and it fucked me up. I'm on crit. Oof, oof. Oof, dude. Feels bad, man. But yeah, I'm just farming this one. I may as well right now. I have about 450 of the Magatama. So I may as well just. Then after this, I probably want to farm this node particularly for a while. I can start farming the one with the boar. Did say that I was poor. Oof, oof. That is a feels bad man moment. I feel sorry about that. Rip. All right, guys. You have a. What's up, Queen? So this will actually be like a strictly less than 2-hour stream, though. It might actually be. Actually, I might finish up. Lost Belt when maintenance happens. I might just quickly switch to the mine room, and until it actually connects, it won't actually boot you out of the game. And while you're in my room, it doesn't actually connect. It just uses stuff from local data, local cache, which is the content text and stuff like that. It won't actually do anything. The minute you jump out of my room, though, that's when the game will kick you out. Because it realized, oh shit, we're in maintenance. But well, I want to finish up Lost Belt 2 tonight. I'm very close to finishing. Is there maintenance on JP tonight? Yes, there is maintenance on JP tonight. There's maintenance about an hour and 25 minutes. Hour and 23 minutes from now. For 5, it's gonna last 5 hours. So, dude. So basically, okay. So, slight LB2 spoiler, I guess. Like, I'm at the part where, like, to demonstrate where I am. I'm at the part where Ophelia rips her eyeball and uses her Sirius light. That's how far I am. That's just a. So you guys have a note. Like if you guys complete it, you guys know how far I am. I just finished LB2 2 hours ago. Ripperoni Ophelia, dude. You can definitely see that. Like Kushtaria is kind of a good dude. You can, especially on like it starts to be more apparent that Kushtaria is like there's more to him than just I will fuck over humanity and recreate the age of gods. Rip Napoleon, dude. Rip Bropolian. Thoughts so far? Actually, I do think it's better than... I do think, like, after finally getting to the end and realizing, like, what the fuck happened, I definitely think I like it better than Lost Belt 1. Definitely. The CGs, though, make it for me, dude. Especially the anime when they added the animated CGs later on, and like actually they did kind of do it a little bit in this chapter with Napoleon is like in his pride cannon. Like I really like that. I really like when they do that, like the animated CGs. The one character I probably didn't like, just because they pissed me off for how stupid they could be, was Gerda. LV3 is currently in beta, by the way, Holy Grail. It'll probably be released sometime next week. Just because I convinced Neo to do that, because first of all, I wanted to have exclusive access to it, and as a streamer, and second of all, there's a lot of text to go through, so there's going to be a lot of mistakes. It's like way bigger than any fucking event, like probably the size of like 2 or 3 events. So. Razor rolling for Scotty to end. Dude, I don't know, man. I'm fucking broke. I gotta wait for... Yeah. You gotta eat. If I could attack... I could totally get some Attack on Titan vibes. The Lost Belt 3's prologue is super long, dude. That's just a fucking prologue. Like, it was so long, they released the prologue early. You guys remember, if you guys ever remembered, like 2 years ago, guys, where are my soap drops? I have about 400 soaps. Actually, no, I only have 200. I only have 200 soaps, rip, never mind. No one realizes this song was from Euphoria. The best VN quality. Dude, the one thing I remember, but there is only one thing I remember about Euphoria, and it's not the scene that most people want to remember. It's like burned into my fucking brain. That was... Give soap, please. Yeah, like nobody's... The only way this comp fails is if Nobu fails to generate a single star, which is like really hard. It's really, really low probability because her NP hits like pretty decent amount of times. But it did happen. It did happen one time. It actually did happen. I did not generate a single star. My run was fucking ruined. Stream's over, shut it down. Oof. Also, today I got some freeze-dried apples. Dude, these things are amazing. I like the problem is that they're too expensive for like for what you get, but they're really good, dude. I'm so... I spent $30 on these things. And they're like, there's about 6 of these packets, and each of these packets is about 0.35 like ounces. It's so good though. Freeze-dried Fuji apples. Like, they're nice. They're like kind of like apple potato chips. They're very. You can still taste like the liquid that was in there. But they're very good, and then you know they don't go bad either because it's freeze dried. I don't think you've been robbed from that price. Yeah. This isn't the new the new, it's actually the NP version he's using is the name reveal version, so it's the dynamics of an asteroid. But I got my 30 cent course today from logins. I have 55 servant spawn 10 now. This will be the 56th one. It actually, okay, so with the event last year, for Caldea Boys, they actually did give Moriarty, like, it's the ending for Kuzuno Honkai. But, they did actually give Moriarty a skill animation update. Like, they actually gave not only did they give him new animations for his skills on his costume, they also actually redid the animations on himself, like the skill animations. Like, he actually has, like, they usually saw, he has, like, a bow, he has kind of, like a short, like, gentlemanly bow skill, and that looks awesome, dude. But he has this, like, also, like, when he like, takes out his pole and, like, extends it out, you can see, like, like, kind of that, you can see, like, the butterflies are kind of, like, scattering off, which is a lot cooler, like, nice touches. Didn't they already update Nobu Archer? Dude, you want to see a terrible fucking welfare NP? You should see Caster Liz. It is literally original Liz's NP before animation update. But they'll never change Liz. They will never change Caster Liz's NP. Because why would they change an NP from 2015? Kappa. It's so sad. I'm just like, please get me Bond 10 so I never have to see you again. I'm gonna get a Buster Brave chain. Extra blood. We're getting a 2-star animation update. Hello? EW. Is anyone actually keeping up with My Hero Academia? Because, like, I've just been, like, watching bits and pieces, pretty much. So, basically, if I get this right, like, Shigaraki basically became, like, a better version of All for One. Yeah. Okay then. Actually, he's fucking broken, dude. Like, I can imagine that, like, if he tries to take all for one for all, he's gonna fucking burst. I just feel like that would be way too much power, even for Shigaraki and his modified body. But who do I know? I'm not fucking Hiro Koshi. You have to imagine now, like, how the fuck does he jump that high as an old man? Dude, I have no idea what the fuck's gonna happen in the fall. I'm pretty much gonna just stay do the online component. I'm not paying for parking and gas next semester. Fuck that. I may as well just stay home. Don't skip leg day. Farming sales for now. I only got 2 drops. Oof, dude, that sucks. That is a big oof. I'm probably just gonna end up farming the dual drop between the soaps and the rings on the flame plate, the flame palace Arjuna. Yes, I'm using both Arjunas. I swapped one Arjuna out for the other one. I'm excited to get to LB4 so I can actually read Arjuna's fucking dialogue. The nice thing is that Arjuna's second skill is level 9, just almost there to get Moriarty his second skill, to get Moriarty's second skill ranking. So I literally just need to generate like 1 star with Nobu. But it has happened where I got literally no stars with Nobu, even though her NP it's like 9 times in total on all 3 enemies. So like the chances of that happening are like super low, and not generate 1 star. I believe, yeah, Marjun is like Bond 7, I believe. I don't know, like I'm trying to save my AoE archers, honestly, because they're like, there's not many left on for me to level, which is very Monka-esque for me. Like I literally don't have that many left. Archers in total. I'm actually working on. I'm pretty much almost done with all the 5-star single target archers. Orion's my last one. As well as Moriarty, but Moriarty's pretty much almost going to be done. So I'm going to save Arjuna. He's not going to be Bond 10 for a while. I'm still working on Tesla and Helena. Look at this NP5 Arjuna. Which Orion? The non-Chad version. Yes, regular Orion. Booty Bear. Oh, regular Orion's in the back right now. He's Bond 6. Could you imagine like Chad, like Fergus, like a polymerization between Fergus and Chad Orion? The monstrosity. The ultimate Chad exists. So But I don't think it's gonna happen though. Zeus for anniversary. It's gonna be something stupid like Captain, and I'm gonna be sad. I'm gonna be very, very sad. Like, I really want it to be Artemis, not Artemis. I really want it to be Zeus, like as well as like a pseudo servant for Kristaria as a bro. But I don't think we're gonna get that, unfortunately. It's gonna be a waifu. Nah, I think it's gonna be. It's probably gonna be Captain Nemo. But like, I don't think like lore-wise that wouldn't make any sense, because you know, like Zeus, divine spirits don't really have like the ability to take dead corpses as like lore-wise. Only like pretty much Rasputin and Kirei, and the priest. But like lore-wise, it wouldn't make any fucking sense. Surtur pseudo servant as Ophelia. Not even most. It's probably gonna be Nemo though. Like, I'm pretty positive it's gonna be Nemo. As much as I'm very upset about that. I'm not making any big purchases though until anniversary. Like, I'm buying like 130, but like, you know, I'm not spending that. I'm not spending like $1,000 on gacha before anniversary. That's stupid. Imagine spending so much on like before anniversary. You fool. I don't want to spend J money on JP. Dude, you got what you want, Arjuna. I already decided I really got on Scotty. On NA, everybody and their mother rolling for Scotty. Rolling and farming for Scotty. And I'm just sitting here, it's like, wait, you guys use Scotty for free quests? Kippa? You're living in the times of 2018. I'm living in the times of 2019, Keppa. 2018 Japan versus 2019 Japan. Ooh. You should get that NP2 Dantes and NP3. I could imagine, like, literally after summer, after Scotty or summer, you'll probably just like wait. You're just gonna wait and do nothing until LB4, Arjuna. I completely gonna predict that you're gonna do that. You're just gonna just sit there abiding your time, saving all of your Sankorts for Arjuna Altar. You know, I know you. I might try, dude. I know you're gonna do it. I know you're gonna, like, after Scotty, you're probably just gonna be like, freeze all of the quartz on your account and wait for Arjuna Altar. Gotta get that NP3 Arjuna Altar. King Proteus and tempting. Oof. To be fair, I mean, both Arjuna Altar and King Protea haven't had a raid up yet. A second raid up so far. And it's been over a year for Arjuna Altar and King Protea. I hope they give Arjuna Altar one, though. Still waiting for Tomalovich, the weight is killing me. Dude, you won't get Tomalovich until at least Lost Belt 6. Because, you know, she's still kind of... You know, it'd be really weird and awesome at the same time if they released a new story chapter on anniversary. Like, literally on anniversary, like, hey guys, and here's the special announcement, and bam, it's a new story chapter. No warning. That'd be awesome. But will they do that? Probably not, especially with coronavirus. But Japan technically has reopened, so maybe? Question mark? Oh, this is my favorite. This is one of my favorite Black Clover openings. I love this one because the animation's fucking sick on it. I pretty much like ignored like the Twitch music thing at this point. I'm like, fuck it, I don't care. I'm doing so many things wrong with Twitch. Like dual streaming, but I'm like, I emailed them. I emailed support. It's like, hey, is there any way like I could like not be an affiliate anymore? Because I only wanted to dual stream, and they never responded back to me. So I'm like, okay. So if somebody asks, that's exactly what I tell them. I literally send them an email. It's like nothing happened. I think it matters more to honestly for Twitch. It probably matters more for partners than affiliates, though. I don't think affiliates are cared that much by Twitch. I get it. It's a serious thing with your partner, though. For me, it's like, eh. Besides, I barely generate any revenue for Twitch. Alright, we got about an hour before maintenance. Yeah. I mean, definitely MP Fire June Ultra was definitely worth. It's definitely worth it, honestly, in my opinion. Such a good burst unit, dude. Just such a good offensive unit. There's like, I have no doubt in my mind, like Arjuna as S rank in JP, like easily the best offensive unit in the game. Definitely like S tier. Like the highest tier I could possibly. Like I think he's pretty much Merlin tier in my opinion. He's basically Merlin tier. It's because the way the buffs, like the buff formula works and his skills, like it's just stupid. Who Arjuna Alter? The one. It's just the way like his buffs work. It's like the way damage is calculated. It just makes his damage absolutely fucking insane. Like offensively, he's basically like the top of the line. Like offense, like I'm not taking it like fucking Dante's with Scotty. I'm just talking even by himself. Like no support whatsoever. Even with support, it just turns even more nutty. They're like, oh shit, Raiko? Even with her crit buff, it just doesn't beat Arjuna Alter. Like I said, because how damage is fucking calculated in this game. Arjuna Alter just does so much. But interlude campaign 13, Arjuna. There's a maintenance. Like they literally they announced the maintenance. They announced that literally like, they're gonna do an interlude campaign. So dead week, yeah, pretty much. I guess if it's half AP, if it's half AP requests again for first clears, I may as well just finish up Olympus though. I may as well finish up the Olympus ones. I get about 850 bond per run. The amount of Arjuna Alters grailed I have is insane. I actually have like 4 or 5 grailed Arjuna Alters on my list. Actually, it's more like 6. I think all of them except for 1. Maybe 2. So 5. I think I have 5 Arjuna Alters that are all grailed to 100. Get Lobby time on my third alt. Oh my god. I don't know. At that point, I just say like screw it. I've been reading the Lost Belt recently due to that translation program. On GP. I'm almost done with Lost Belt 2, which is what I'm probably gonna do at the end of stream or at the end when maintenance happens. I'm not sure if I should read them on stream because I'd be I'd probably be too tired. But I've like I only read them once. That's just crazy, though. I don't know. Too many. I don't know. I think Arjuna has like 7 accounts at this point, if not more. 3 alts and NA. Oh my god, it is like 7, isn't it? Oh god. 13. What? Arjuna, what the fuck? 13. I couldn't. Well, I don't obviously don't play them. But yeah, yeah. Oh, definitely, yeah. I don't think it's even like your brain would probably shut down playing the summer JP event 13 times. I could totally imagine. It's just your mind like kind of turns into mush. I get bored. Okay. This is the free-to-play option for running out of AP, I guess. Time to switch to my other account. Dude, my brain would turn to mush. I think I may as well play, what, 7 or 8 times? What the? Oh my god, dude. I'm sure after the 4th time, your brain will be like, I have to grind QP. I'm already done with like 4 of the 7 straight weekly missions. I need to find servants though. Like there's like no free quest that has like servants that like that's worth farming, except for 1 off the top of my head. What's up, Ozzy? That's literally. Oh, I guess we can farm the. Actually, no. There is a way when I can farm. Charlotte. Charlotte's pretty good, actually. What am I talking about? It's a bit of therapy sometimes. Oof. I can play during work because I'm working from home. I'm doing my internship from home. And then when school starts, I'll just pretty much be playing all day. I'll just be home all the fucking time. Dude, right now, at the current work environment, like, it's just better for me just to continue school and not worry about getting a job right now. Especially with how things are going right now. I mean, for my industry, it's pretty easy to get a job, all things considered. I work with computers and programming, and that stuff can easily be done online. Easily done, like, but like the people I feel really bad about, that really need like tips right now and support, are the people who work like in restaurants, food courts, the food service industry, as well as like you know, people in grocery stores. Those are the people that really, oh, not the people in grocery stores as much, but like the people who, like, you know, who aren't really guaranteed like a job, especially like they need to be like in person for things to do their job. Those are the people like I can very sympathize for, and honestly, like, I don't mind tipping them like $5. Restaurants, dude, I just feel bad for the employees, dude. They're just getting so fucked. Like I don't feel bad donating to them. Those are the people who really need your support. Did you hear the government handed out $1 billion and the welfare checks to dead people? Competent government, by the way. The government just wasted $1 billion on dead people. What the fuck? Yeah. So when the government's handing out the $1,200 checks, they accidentally gave it to like thousands of dead people. It must have died quite recently. I don't know. It might have been like in the past year or so. But like, that's a lot of money wasted on dead people. I'm not even sure if they can... What's up, Jake? Smart government, by the way. I'm at a loss for words. But you can look it up. It actually happened. Oh yeah, you guys hear about like freaking Angry Joe got like accused by someone who made a false accusation, and then she was like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna back down, I'm gonna stick to my word, and then literally just takes down everything. I'm like, yeah, okay. Cancel culture. I'm not even sure. She might have been coerced by Angry Joe's legal team by a cease and desist. I feel like false accusations should be considered a crime. Like, it should be like, and if you're going to defame someone online, you should be held liable for that. You can barely remember. I mean, that's not the sort of shit you do though. You should do, especially, you know, being drunk is not an excuse. Can I ask a question? What's up now? Like, that shit can ruin someone's life. Just Gabby? Okay, what's up, Gabby? That's a really, like, that literally just, that could ruin someone's, like, I mean, especially when he does this for a living, that could just ruin his life for no reason. Like, a false accusation like that. So, even if, like, drinking drunk is honestly no excuse, in my opinion. I was reading actually in the newspaper, and people were talking about like Lives Matter. Well, I do agree with it to some extent. Like, there were some like funny aspects of, like, you know, like, we should hold the police up to a standard, even though so basically, as in my newspaper is from a single Z worth. Yes. Don't. That's not even like, that shouldn't even be a question. Just do it. But like, there's a police officer, like, there was like an accident, and the person got out of the car and started with a knife and started stabbing the other person and the other person in the car. And the police, like, obviously, like thank God the person didn't die. And the police, like, and the person tried to attack the police officer on the scene, and he ended up shooting her and killing her, killing the woman. And then they're like investigating the police officer. Dude, he was doing self-defense and he was protecting that person's life. I think he's totally justified in shooting and killing that person. That person was even wounded the officer. Like, I think he was fully authorized to use deadly force at that moment. As, like, even as like a regular person, you know, like, that would only be offered as a self-defense. There's no way you can get away from that, especially when you have someone else's life on the line. Like, why the fuck is he getting investigated? You should be given a medal, not like possibly charged with murder. That's stupid. Like, stuff like the Black Lives Matter, yeah, when people are defenseless and they get killed by police, yeah, that's a big problem. But not if the person's literally like using deadly force to threatens two people's lives. Like, that is stupid. That is absolutely stupid. I don't know, just a rant. Yeah. Yeah, that is true. That's true. But I totally think the officer was justified. It was just in it was in the recycle bin at the newspaper, and I was just like, I just read through it, like the first story on the front, and it just caught my attention. It's probably just a formal proceeding. It was just like the paper from my city, so I was just reading it. I was just reading the front cover, honestly. Dude, you concert, you buff, please, please. I'm waiting. Vexing, you know what's happening. You know it. Vexing, concert, you buff. Woo. Concert, you buff with her on rate up. Come on. No buff's gonna fix her attack stat. Your lost cause. I think if you make her MP modifier at least like really good, and remove the thing on removing buffs, I think it could be like remove the demerit. I think it could be really good. That's like the best thing I could say. If there's not, there's a couple minor improvements you could definitely, like, other improvements that could still make it like fairly decent. Dude, Moriarty's so close to Bond 10. Ugh. Oh, Ophelia. Valkyrie buff, Wendy W. Problem is Scotty exists, and that's limiting Valkyrie's capabilities. Feels bad, man. The minute you make Valkyrie stronger is when you make like too powerful with Scotty. I think that's their concern. Who's better to buff and killing it? Anyone. Anyone. But I guess like Sigurd / Arturo Ruler would be okay, like because those are buster oriented servants. But pretty much anyone. Dude, guys, rip Merlin for like at least 2 years, if not more. Honestly, at this point. It's kind of weird though how Ophelia kind of summons Surtur because of her eye. Oh my god, still, dude, I couldn't even do it twice. I couldn't even do Summer 3 twice. That's absolutely absurd. I could barely beat Summer 3 on one account. My brain would turn to mush on the third account, honestly. I'd just be dead. Especially, like, doing it in all that time. Oh, that's my favorite opening. This is another one of my favorites. Right. Black Clover had, like, the... What's up, James? Black Clover had some dank, OPs. Except the newest one is not as good. But like 3, 4, 9, and 10 are my favorites. 3, 4, 9, and 10. Never forget that, is Arjuna. Or Fujimaru. Or Dante, it's for the ceremony one like. But yeah, dude, I don't know, for you guys still in school, like, how the fuck is your fall gonna go? For me, it's like, I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing for fall, to be honest. Yeah. It's Nobunaga. Shimazaki, I think that's the name. Because like literally they've had so many mixed messages and the deteriorating conditions of like the COVID in my state. Like I have no idea what the fuck they're gonna do. Because it's just getting worse. Why could you not immediately tell? It's okay, vexing just bully. Pay him no mind. It seems it's like rioting and protesting might have been a bad idea. You don't say. Rioting and protesting in close proximity without masks. Whew. We are living in a lost belt, guys. We are truly living in the in Lost Belt 3. And then China will take this opportunity to completely just dominate the world, Kappa. Lost Belt 3 is happening, guys. In the year 2020. All that needs to happen is Xi Jinping Xi Jinping needs to transfer his consciousness into a machine, and then we really do have Lost Belt 3. By the way, I don't like costumes for servants. You need fourth. They need to be 4th Ascension. I believe they also need to be max level. I'm not sure about that one. They need to be level 90. In that case, tell me when we're scheduled advantage like these to get drunk and roll literally all my money. Dude, the Great Dominion. I don't know. They might chain keep the name on JP. Yeah, thanks for the follow. But I think like they might call it still the Great Dominion, but literally his NP is like the Great Wall, like extending all the way to the end of the world. Like pretty much like showing his territory that he owns everything pretty much. and the world thought that it was like, it's literally like depth E because like the world is like so boring. Like there's no thing that radically changed. It's so stagnant pretty much. And that's why it's rated Lost Belt depth E. Even lower depth than Russia. Because humanity is like not terribly in the worst condition, honestly. Like they're not being forced to being killed or anything. You know, they're just like, they're pretty much cut off from all sources of knowledge, and they're like living in like in the time like in the BC era when Shi Hongdi owns all the technology and knowledge, and so like he has all this advanced technology, and it's kind of greedy. As supports that haven't that bad. What does Lopsel death mean? I think it's just like a rating like of like how much of a difference it is. Like how much did the Lost Belt diverge from humanity? Like how different is it from pan-human history? That's pretty much I think what it represents. And hence why like, you know, Olympus is EX or something. I know Olympus was A+, and Camelot, the English Lost Belt is EX, and Lost Belt 7 is A++, I believe. But like literally the world, like the world of Lost Belt 3 is so stagnant. It's just like cut off. The English Lost Belt, alternately the British Lost Belt, and Lost Belt number 6 is the 6th of the 7 known Lost Belts. Originating in 500 AD, its Lost Belt depth is EX, and its associated cryptor is Beryl Gut. The events of Chaldea's visit to this Lost Belt will be covered in the 6th chapter, Cosmos in the Lost Belt, Round Table Territory, blank, and Taku, no, okay, yeah. Localized as Round Table Domain, blah, 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 blah. Alternatively, the time a star is born. Localized as the moment a planet is born. The Lost Belt described as absolute hell for humans, where the number of phantasmal species far exceed those of humans. According to Kristaria, its nature doesn't fit the planet, hence its Lost Belt depth, EX. It also contains a being equal to the alien god, capable of destroying the planet if allowed to mature. Okay. Kristaria thus orders its fantasy tree, Seifert, to be destroyed. Beryl follows these orders by convincing the Lost Belt king to incinerate Seifert with Rungo Miniad. The Lost Belt was left to crumble, but its destruction was slowed by the Holy Spear. That is the wall of light observed by Chaldea. Beryl is now a target by the Lost Belt king, who fires Rungo Miniad wherever he is, even in other Lost Belts. The king is an enemy of the alien god for not only destroying Seifert, but also attempting to destroy Olympus to prevent the alien god's descent. Beryl is also considered an enemy now. He has recently returned to the Lost Belt with Tamamovich when the Atlantic Lost Belt collapsed. Sengo Muramas is currently in the Lost Belt under the alien god's orders to investigate Rungo Miniad. The South American Lost Belt, alternatively Lost Belt 7, is the seventh of the 7 lone Lost Belts. Originating in BC, its Lost Belt depth is A++, and its associated cryptor is David Semvoid. The events of Chaldea's visit to this Lost Belt will be covered in the 7th chapter of Cosmos and Lost Belt Forest, blank, 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 localized as Sea of Trees, blank, 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 alternately, blank, 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 blank. The 7th Lost Belt, where David resides, is located somewhere in South America and diverged sometime during the BC era. The inner workings of David's Lost Belt are still secret, but it's close to collapse because of its aversion humanity is nearly extinct. There is somehow no sign of the fantasy tree being detected. In the Atlantis Lost Belt, it's confirmed that Type Mercury / ORT is awake and active in this Lost Belt. Rasputin suspects that it will make a better vessel for the alien god than Olga Marie's corpse. It is possible that ORT's awakening is both the diverging point in this Lost Belt and the reason why humanity is nearly extinct. David Semvoid is one of the 7 cryptist masters attempting to supplement the greater history of man with that of the Lost Belt, and he's a master of a Grand Class servant. He's formerly one of the 48 Chaldea master candidates and a member of A-Team. David enrolled in the Clock Tower's anthropology faculty and was later expelled. David enjoyed Chaldea's security organization and became one of the 48 master candidates and member of Team A. David plans to summon a Berserker class servant. Oh, it's pretty... Oh, shit. After Barrel's betrayal and subsequent murder of Cristaria Wodime and leaving the Atlantic Lost Belt, Scandinavia Pepperoncino swore vengeance against the former and teleported away to David's South American Lost Belt in order to meet up with him due to the imminent doom of the Atlantic Lost Belt upon the alien god's descent and the removal of the fantasy tree. Orchestra, making an experience after saving his fellow cryptor from an enemy attack, David reveals his business in the Indian Lost Belt to give him an advice on how to compromise the god's invincibility and to prove him that Konyaskaya can be contracted to travel between Lost Belts without issues. Like with the first meeting, David barely interacts with his fellow cryptors. At some point during the conversation, Wodime asks Benjamin about Chaldea's master, to which he responds, "They're doing pretty well to be someone who stands in the battlefield with no weapon, like someone who doesn't have a sense of danger." At the end of the meeting, Scandinavia asks him about his feelings regarding Ophelia's death, to which he answers he wasn't very aware of her, though he says he feels somewhat regretful about that before cutting the transmission. Dude, Scandinavia Pepperoncino and David are very much mysteries. So this is Pepperoncino's wiki page on the Type Moon wiki. All right, it's kind of too loud. Although an optimistic and easygoing character, Beryl describes him as someone who is better not to get him mad. He can be a bit grudgeful, showing that he is unable to forget the events in his Indian Lost Belt and wanting to punish Domon for messing with the peaceful Lost Belt he was in charge of. He greatly values those as he sees as friends and allies during his time in Chaldea, grew genuinely close to his teammates and considered them to be his genuine friends. Possessing such strong friendship and loyalty, he would go to extreme lengths to get back at those who mess with them, swearing vengeance against his former comrade Beryl for betraying him and killing Cristaria. Oof. That dude, freaking Pepe is like a broski, dude. He genuinely cares for anyone that he spends time with. Like, you can honestly tell, like, he's not putting up like a fake mask, but when you piss him off, oh my god, you're asking for it. Because Domon pissed him off in Lost Belt 4 and he took no shit. Like, Pepe like developed a fucking spell to shit on him, absolutely shit on Domon, and even with his like special powers. I did read it. Like, I need to read the Interstellar. Okay, during the events of the Atlantic Lost Belt, Scandinavia was shown to have mainly resided within Olympus, together with his fellow cryptors, Cataxen Lumpus, Beryl Gut, and Cristaria Wodime, as Cristaria and the other Olympian gods began to make their plans to counteract Chaldea. Eventually, Scandinavia talked with Aphrodite during their free time together, where he would tell her about the various events, myths, and legends from the greater history of man in order to entertain the goddess. with Aphrodite in particular being interested in the actions done by her proper history counterpart, such as the actions done by her during the fall of Troy. Aphrodite in particular would pout to Scandinavia about how he lost control of the Indian Lost Belt and of how disappointed she was that she could no longer conquer the fallen Lost Belt through war, causing Scandinavia to apologize and appease the goddess by simply stating that he simply wasn't talented enough. However, despite being on good terms with with the Olympians, Scandinavia is shown to be more than willing to actually betray and impede their efforts, as seen where he's willing to assist Kadok in his plans to assist Chaldea and the God Breaker Alliance by passing along vital information to them. Holy shit! They actually don't talk about oh, they actually skip. Oh, they skip Yuga Kestra, dude. Yeah. Castraria mentions Pepperoncino being aided by alternate ego. We all know who that alter ego is, by the way. I mean, if you play JP, you know exactly who it is. It's Domon, or most people probably know him as Abe no Senbei Alter, basically. During the meeting with the Cryptors, she is shown to calm a dispute between Konyaskaya and Hinako, where they realize the next place Chaldea went to. Scandinavia states that they went to a problematic place, suggesting that everyone continue their business in their Lost Belts as usual. Although Beryl disagrees at the end, he asks David and Woodheim their feelings about Ophelia's demise. Acknowledging Woodheim's silence, he decides to be the one preparing her a proper funeral in her place before leaving. Dude, he's a fucking... Dude. Freaking... Pepe is a bro, dude. Pepe is a bro. All right, I want to read the wiki page for Beryl. I'm just really interested in this wiki pages, by the way. So I'm reading them out loud for you guys. Okay, I want to skip the. Okay, Beryl's concerned about their. Okay, this is for LB3. Beryl's concerned about their teamwork when Hinako Akta leaves the meeting after her report. Though glad to see Kadok alive, he questions if he betrayed them to Chaldea. He also questions how an amateur like Ritsuka has survived so far unscathed. Scandinavia Pepperoncino suspects they're being protected by MASH, which makes Beryl jealous that they get to be a hero while hiding behind a woman. Beryl is delighted by the news that Ophelia stopped being a cryptor in her final moments, despite her devotion to Cristaria. He rejects Pepperoncino's proposal to ignore Chaldea for now to focus on their Lost Belts, believing they should crush him at the soonest. He then hires Konyanskaya to kill Ritsuka. He is surprised by her ability to transport anywhere, including the Wandering Sea, and considers getting him out of his Lost Belt where it all goes to hell. And then Atlantis. Beryl is impressed. Chaldea is now heading for the Atlantic Lost Belt, commending Ritsuka for destroying 4 Lost Belts so far. He confirms his Lost Belt's fantasy tree was destroyed at Cristaria's request. He describes the Lost Belt as a hellish waste wonderland where phantasmal beasts greatly outnumber humans. Which surprised even an Englander like him. He suspects the Lost Belt denizens will be realized he tricked them into destroying the tree, but he'll deal with that later. He then physically arrives in Olympus, making use of a sheltered princess from his Lost Belt that he got close to. A sheltered princess? Huh. Sure turned out to be insane, though, not caring he was a human spy and saying things like, "Let's be together until the depths of hell." Beryl warns Kadok against getting involved with royalty, but later the latter affirms he doesn't intend to do so anymore. Beryl and Pepperoncino joke about selling scandalous stories about Kadok to Konyanskaya. Oof. Kadok angrily leaves the room at this notion. Beryl and Pepperoncino soon follow. Okay, that was the Atlantis. All right. Oh shit, this is really fucking long, but I will read the Olympus one. Beryl encounters Aphrodite while she's walking the halls of Olympus. He calms her with his charm and wit, saying he came from a godless world. Sorry. Aphrodite asks him to come with her to the temple sometime to tell her about it. Beryl asks her about finding a person he's looking for, but she doesn't know nor care. Nor care. She spends her days mostly in her temple, and even if she knew, she advises against going to the city. She advises against going to the city now, since Demeter is destroying it now. Beryl later requests Konyaskaya to acquire items from the proper history. Later, Beryl talks with Pepperoncino about the god's strategy for destroying Chaldea. Frustrated they're not attacking all at once, Pepperoncino assumes it didn't cross their minds since their enemies are mere humans. Beryl isn't convinced, though, since he overheard Zeus talking about how Chaldea has the Black Barrel. Pepperoncino believes Zeus won't consider such a weapon a threat unless it revolves around technology incomprehensible to the gods. Beryl thinks about how sad a woman Aphrodite is, then wonders where Karak is. He's worried that the latter may be doing something that neither Kristaria nor the alien god will like. Peperoncino reassures him, though, that he's probably just enjoying the art in the city. In the gardens, Beryl talks with Konyanskaya about how the Lost Belt will soon end. He suspects Ashia Doman has killed Karak for his failures in Russia. He stops her from leaving by saying he'll get her assessing to monsters not of the proper history, such as assessing, I don't know what the fuck, to monsters not in the proper history, such as a still living dragon of Albion. Having piqued her interest, he explains that something like a perfect age of gods being too grand for him, is why he sought her out. Knowing her true nature, he intends to provide her with wares she seeks in exchange for getting him out of the Lost Belt. That we know that about that. Beryl sets Banshee Tree Magellan on fire within by exploding the network formed by the trees. He then tries to attack Kristaria from behind, only the latter to defend himself. He questions why Kristaria views the English Lost Belt with such hostility, even though he's never been there. Kristaria explains that there is a calamity on another level of the alien god that, if allowed to mature within will be capable of destroying the planet. Beryl is intrigued by the process of such a being. He then confesses that he's being hunted by the fairies, where to the point where he just needs to say, "I'm here," for them to bring down the divine punishment on him. Oops. Blah, blah, blah. Rongo Minia is then fired on his position, prompting Kristaria to tell everyone to escape. As Kristaria blocks it, Beryl takes advantage to stab him. He explains his previous intention of returning to his Lost Belt after destroying Atlas. However, he had to kill Kristaria after learning of his plan to ascend humanity to godhood. Yeah, pretty much. Such a world would be boring for him, since there wouldn't be anyone to kill. He mocks Kristaria for wanting to be a god, yet cannot heal a simple stab wound, kicking him while he's collapsed on the floor. He becomes unnerved when everyone stares at him and warns he may kill them if they get him riled up. He commends Riska for standing up for their comrades, but warns such an attitude will be their downfall. He attacks them, but Canis arrives to block it. Touched by Canis' concern for Kristaria, Beryl tries to recruit her. Offering territory in his Lost Belt, she agrees. She disagrees, though, since Kristaria isn't dying from a deceptive wound rather from battle with Riska. Grigory Rasputin questions if Beryl can still be considered an ally, since he killed Kristaria, who had betrayed the alien god. Beryl is unconcerned. Oh damn! I got it. Nice. And questions the alien god. Beryl's concerned with the future of humanity and questions if the alien god is truly as powerful as it's said to be. He asserts that Magellan was brought down by Kristaria, and Fantasy Tree Safe Art of his Lost Belt was desecrated by a certain woman. That there is no longer any vessel for the alien god. Grigory Rasputin understands both Beryl and his Lost Belt are now enemies of the alien god. Beryl also explains that Rongo Miniad earlier was magic woven by his Lost Belt king for use specifically against the alien god. No matter what Kristaria did, Olympus would have been destroyed. Beryl panics upon Rasputin designating him as an enemy of the alien god and calls for Consuelo to return him to his Lost Belt. Holy shit, dude. Beryl is fucked. He is both not an enemy to Chaldea, but an enemy to the freaking to the alien god. That is not a position you kind of want to be in right now. Whose Bonsi is that? This is Moriarty's Bonsi. That is not a position you kind of want to be in right now, as Beryl. You're not only an enemy to Chaldea for killing off Kristaria, as well, but you're just also an enemy to the alien god. Dude, he's fucked. The only ally he has is Konyan Sky, and it's only just because that he has something to offer her that she thinks is worth with her while. Because Konyan Sky is looking for things to hunt that are not extraordinary things that she can hunt and kill for herself. That's all she cares about. Once that's over and she's bored, Beryl's fucked. Beryl absolutely has nobody left on his side. Fuck that guy though. Dude, bro dime. Rodon. Actually, I kind of want to look up Kirstaria. Kirstaria's Kirstaria Woldheim. Alright. Let me quickly I'll quickly load up the wiki page. So here you go. So okay. Oh Jesus. There's nothing from Olympus though. Ah, damn. They skipped Olympus. They just completely skipped Olympus. Never mind. He does have his own servant. I don't think he brought him with him though. All right, Ripperoni, dude. Never mind. Was I farming before? I had a couple teams lined up. I definitely don't need this team anymore. So, not this one, not this one, not this one, not this one. Yeah, I was farming ice. That's right. I was farming ice. You're gonna get online when JP goes into maintenance? Probably. I'm probably gonna put it in, go into my room and just finish reading the last 2 chapters, and then I'm probably gonna go to bed. But damn, dude, like it's the story just keeps getting better, dude. It just keeps getting better. Like holy shit. Black Barrel. The gun is a conceptual weapon. Okay, Black Bun is one of the 7 super weapons of Atlas. One of the 7 weapons developed and kept by Atlas of the Mages Association. The gun is a conceptual weapon of natural lifespan, capable of imposing the notion of a limited lifespan onto the body of a near-immortal creatures. Composed of the 5th true theoretical element, bolts fired from the gun will disintegrate all instances of grain and ether they come into contact with, ignoring all parameters of beings that intake either substance to deliver direct damage. The greater quality of the grain, the more damage will be inflicted upon the enemy, and it is impossible to even hold it unless the body is free of such substances. This makes it extremely effective in the land of steel. What the fuck? The hell is the land of steel? Whatever. Notes world. Oh, I have no idea. As only a few remaining life forms lack grain, such as unmodified humans. What the hell is notes? Due to Aristoteles possessing extremely large quantities of grain, is extremely effective against them, giving it the nickname of gun that kills gods. The gun, which is normally a rifle type with a curving buttock, is extremely versatile in that it can kill. It can be refitted with a different number of options for allowing use as a sniper rifle. There's also exists a handgun replica of barrel replica, which was also found by Gun God during his excavation used by Sion Etlam. Oh, Notes is a short novel written by Knows. Okay, yeah. Oh, holy shit, holy shit, dude. Oof. Mega oof. Yeah. Dude, who thought, like, this... like, how is Nasti, like, putting this in all of his freaking works? Texas governor. COVID-19 has taken a very dangerous turn. Well, you don't say. You don't say, Mr. Abbott. You don't say indeed. But yeah, the story just keeps getting better and better. I don't know, dude. More events, please, dude. More story, dude. The only thing that Arjuna you need to do is get your CE maxed, your case scope. Then you have like the perfect Arjuna. Actually, no, not exactly the perfect Arjuna, but close enough. You need to get all those faux pas. You gotta spend the next 2 years, Arjuna, getting those faux pas maxed. That's what you gotta do. Spend 500 million QP on those faux pas. Kappa. Whatever. How to work on it. Oh, he's not getting the pause yet. Regular Juno's getting those. Oof. Oh wait, I messed that up. Whatever. Gotta get 400 400 of those ice. Like I said, I got 400 of all silver mats, 800 of all bronze mats, and 200 of every gold mat. Hopefully I have enough usage. Hopefully I have enough time. I gotta quickly rush through this shit. I definitely need to use around my. I need to use the AP. Uh-oh. Mason, yeah. J-Mates is tonight, sorry. It's in 10 minutes on JP. I'm probably... Oh, shit. But that'll give me a chance to do some interludes. Mainly gotta finish up Bryn's interlude. And to get her... And then Artoria's strengthening quest. I need to finish that one too. I haven't actually done that one yet. Oh shit, I fucked it up, whatever. Sigurd NP buff interlude? No, dude, you needs an interlude. Come on. Not a fucking quartz interlude. I realize that screaming hearing loud in my brain. Should I do giveaways on NA? Should I give away $100 on NA, Kappa? I might do a month. Like, maybe in the fall I might start doing monthly giveaways. Like $100. I don't know. Probably my favorite Naruto opening. Probably in my favorite arc of Naruto. Well, I should say Shippuden. There was no good arc in the first arc in Naruto. Like probably my favorite, if I had to name a favorite, it's probably the Hinan, not Hinan, but like fuck, yeah. But like, fuck, I forgot. Zabuza, yeah, that was his fucking. But I had to name it my favorite arc in, I'm not gonna, I guess I'm gonna ditch my ticket. Fine. I missed 4 million QP. It's not the end of the world. Oh shit, whatever. Alright, Probably after this run, I'll probably call after this run, dude. 'Cause I gotta go into my room so I don't miss it. That way I can do whatever the hell like I want. Make sure you guys download the new APK that comes out. It's gonna come out, so... Alright, well, 5 minutes, 48 minutes. That's fine. But in the meantime, your boy Razor has got to finish Lost Belt 2. So, anyways, guys, that'll be it for the stream tonight. Sorry, I had to cut it short early because of maintenance. But I will see you guys for tomorrow's stream. We're probably just going to do more of this farming in particular. And yeah, I will see you guys then. Peace. Have a good one.